Just give me a minute. I'll share the screen.
Sir, hello.
Yeah.
Sir, in the meantime, in this week gap, I approached two, three businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, I have ended up with a good business.
I'll take your suggestions and your feedbacks. Just let me complete some of the things, and then I'll come back to you, right? So you can share your experience as well when you have interacted. That is what I told in the starting, right? Let me start the session. Hope it is fine. So these things I have already covered. Midterm part is covered. Okay. So how many of you tried this particular activity? Just raise your hand or give a thumbs up. Just give me a second. I'm getting a call. I'll just receive it. I'll just sorry. Okay, so I'll start now. So I have covered this point. I need to explain metadata. I have already explained. Descriptive styles I have explained. Okay. Now I'll come to the important point.
Hi, sir. Sorry, I was late. Can you just quickly go,
No,
quickly?
I didn't started anything till now.
Yeah, sir.
I didn't started anything till now. I'm just going to start. So you didn't miss anything till now.
Yeah, sir. We ask our doubts and right at the end.
Yeah, at the end you can just ask the doubt. Let me cover a couple of things and then you can ask it.
So is recording
Okay.
available?
Yeah, this recording is available. Okay. So I'll just cover three more points which actually leads to rejection. How you can avoid the rejection of your report, right? So just carefully just listen these points. These are very important points. So I have already explained about metadata part, right? What exactly the metadata? Metadata represent information about your data. So I'll cover two things which I didn't cover previously. So there is a section called a metadata and descriptive stats. Descriptive stats, right? Okay. So metadata, what exactly you are doing in a metadata? You are giving a qualitative information. qualitative information of what? Of your data, right? Fine. But in a, like if you want to quantify it, okay, if you want to quantify the information, suppose this is an image, okay, this is an image, okay. So what exactly the qualitative and quantitative information are here? So if you want to take one image and uh, just want to give a qualitative information, you can say, suppose this image is captured at the rate, captured at suppose New Delhi, right? Place is suppose uh, time is this one, right? And it is captured at this location. Okay, and what exactly the peoples are there, number of people. So this actually gives a qualitative information about the image. But if you quantify the image, so how you can quantify? So in that sense, if you want to quantify the image, you can say the image is captured at aperture of a focal length of suppose 1 by 50. Right? You have taken ISO for this image is suppose this one. Suppose we can take some random number is 20. Right? This is the ISO. And you have taken a image of 2K pixel full HD, full HD, right? Or 4K pixel, right? This this all things, what exactly the quantitative information we are sharing here, this comes under the like descriptive stats. Okay. So suppose you have a file or you have a data. Data is in such a way. I'll just give you one example. Okay. Suppose you have a data table. Okay. Fine. Okay. So you have suppose this is serial number and these are items or basically the product details, right? Here product detail, here serial number. So you can say you have suppose 1 to 100 serial numbers, right? And you have a product X, Y, Z, A, B, C, dot up to Z. Okay, so these are the products the company is having, or you can say it is S, we can take S. So these are the products the company is having. Okay, so you can write here, you are getting, when you are getting a data, so the data represents some quantitative information. So this is suppose this is a data of nearly uh, suppose a week data, 1 week data, 1 week data. In 1 week data, this X product, the quantity sold out for the X product is suppose 20, right? So this is week one. This is suppose Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here we are taking a time. Here we are taking a product. Okay, so 20 products. Now you can say Sunday 20 products, Monday 10 products. Okay, and after then Tuesday, Wednesday, suppose five products. This particular quantity sold out is five, right? And this is suppose it is suppose 15, right? Now, when we come to the commodity Y, so commodity Y in the sense, suppose it is sold at two quantity, one quantity, zero, zero. Okay. Here also you can take a Z is suppose 50, 10, 50, and 25, right? I'm just taking some random numbers, okay? Here it is 0, 1, 0, 0, okay? Similarly, here you can say it's 0, 5, 2, 5, 0, okay? So from here, there are 20 products a company have, right? So amongst these 20 product, if you can see the demand on a time basis, on a weekly basis, so the demand of this product, if you can say a week basis, is suppose two, right? Two quantities are sold out. Here you can say 200 quantities are sold out. Here you can say one quantity. Here you can say seven, right? Here you can say some random number, right? So these are the quantities. Suppose here you can say 150 sold out, right? So amongst 20 products, if you can see here, so this is the most sold out product. This is the most sold out product. And suppose if we have some other, that is the most sold out product. You can just now the things come. Now the main motive of this table is this table help you out to identify the products which are more demanding, right? So suppose you can put it here demand per week, right? Demand per week. Suppose you can say X, Y, Z. So here you can say demand per week of X is nearly 200, is nearly 200 commodities. You can say this one is nearly 100 commodities. You can say this one is nearly 5 commodity. Similarly, you can take multiple, and from here you can identify which are the most demanding products the company or a business has. Right? It is not possible to do an analysis for all the 20 or 100 products, right? So this table will help you out. From the table, you can, when you are going to the Excel and post processing it, when you're putting a limit, suppose you can say, just shortlist the product whose demand is greater or equal to 100. Then you can get a details of the products whose demand are 100, nearly 100 or equal to 100, greater than 100 or equal to 100. So from there you can shortlist. That is, this process is called a data cleaning process, right? Where you are cleaning your data and you are removing the SKUs which are not at all uh, contributing in profit, right? It is contributing in loss itself, but it is not contributing in profit. Then from there, you shortlist a limited number. Suppose you shortlisted A, B, C, X, Y. You can say it's rice, wheat. I'm taking example rice, wheat. After then you can take basically pulses, right? And after then you can take some example of bread, right? So you can say like these are the product which are most demanding, or you can say milk as well. And per day, the demand of these products are greater than or equal to 100 per week. Then you can say, based on the analysis, based on basically data cleaning, I have found out like these are the product, 5 products, 10 products, or 20 products are there, which are most useful and which are most demanding. So this is what you need to do in a descriptive stats portion where you can just quantify this product. You have to say the demand, right? You have to explain the demand. Suppose this is X product. X product demand is a mean. You can write a mean average demand, right? Or a standard deviation. Or basically you can say your median. What exactly your median? Right? So from here you can say like what exactly the expected demand, expected average demand of this product per week. Suppose this is 50 products per week. This is average demand. There is a fluctuation. You can see here. So what exactly is standard deviation? So if it is 20, 10, right? And then 20 and then 10. Okay. So there is a standard deviation of 10. 10 products fluctuations are there per week. So you can say a plus minus of 10, right? So this is the standard deviation. So this will show you how much demands are fluctuating per week, right? So from here you can get a data, and this from this data you can just select the SKUs which are contributing in the business, and you can take that SKUs only or that product only for the analysis. You need not to take 20 or 100 products. 100 products you don't have to take. You have to shortlist this 100 product, and if you are coming up with 10 products, then you can use these 10 products for the analysis. For the analysis. Okay. So this is how you have to do a descriptive stat portion, which is very important because from descriptive stat you are able to quantify what exactly you are going to take for your further analysis. If you are not able to quantify it, then it is very difficult. You have to consider all the 100 products and it is very confusing for you. So it's better to just clean the data, make a proper descriptive stats analysis approach, right? Make identify the important SKUs whose demands are contributing a lot in the business, and then you can say, hey, these are the things which I am going to contribute or which I am going to take for the further analysis. Okay, so this section is completed. Any doubt up to this? Yeah. Just let me know if you have any doubt, or I after then I can just move forward. Great. So no doubts. Okay. Now, the important things come here is a problem solving approach, right? So problem solving approach you are seeing, it is there for all the summation cases. Okay. What are the factors? No, I'm not able. If you are just able to unmute yourself, just unmute and just let me know.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So how do we shortlist this SKUs better way? Like in our data set, like for secondary, there could be multiple columns, like 40, 50 columns. How do we exactly
Mm-hmm.
shortlist that this is actually contributing? And
So that is how
because
I am
that
telling. If
sometimes
you
they could be
suppose
non-numeric as well. No?
they should be non-numerical. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. In that sense, you have to give a weightage, right? If it is uh, non-numeric are coming in the case of surveys. When you are taking a quantitative data information, right? When you are taking a data from the company, okay. So in that you have a quantitative information. Suppose you have a numbers. In that sense, you have to take a number, shortlist the number. You have to put a threshold limit, as I told here. So you have to put a in Excel sheet. You have to put like, okay, this is what exactly your limit. You need to see or visualize what exactly the mean. So this is what I've mentioned it here. If I can say in the form of plot. Okay, suppose the same thing I'm explaining here again. Okay. Suppose these are a product and this is what a demand. Okay. And we are plotting with respect to time per week. Okay. So suppose this is one commodity. I'll just take an example of basically pizza shop I'll take or some restaurant. Okay. A restaurant. Okay. So in that restaurant, suppose this is the particular commodity. Okay, so we can name it as some food. Suppose this is starter. Okay, now we have another commodity here. So this is broadly I'm classifying, right? So this is suppose your soup section. Okay. Now we have another block. So this is something like a main course. Okay.
Sir, our main funda is to work on the main products of the particular business.
Correct, correct, correct. Let me complete this one. Then you are able to understand it. So this is suppose a sweet or dessert item. All right. Okay. So if you can see a demand, so demand of this product is something like this. This is this. This is this, and this is this. So from this demand and product curve or information or histogram or visualization, you are able to know like the demand of sweet and desserts are pretty high when we are comparing with other things, other product categories, right? So suppose this is a soup, this is a main course, this is a dessert starter, and starter demand is pretty less. So it means like how you can able to interpret this. So from here you can interpret that most of the peoples who are coming for a dining, they are not preferring for a starter, right? Either they are taking a soup and they are going for a main course, and after a main course they are going for a dessert. But there are some categories, but that categories of peoples are very less, right? Who are taking a starter and taking a soup and going for the main course and sweet. But there is one more category. So you can just quantify this in different ways, right? There is one more category possible. People are taking a startup and they are taking a dessert, right? So when you are tabulating this thing, right? So how you need to tabulate it? Just because when you are just having Excel sheet, it is not possible to track each and every rows and a column. So you just plot it with respect to time. Suppose product. You can plot a time series plot. So it will come like this. Suppose something. So this is product one, P1. Okay. So this is time, or you can say it's a basically a demand curve, right? So this is a time series you are plotting with respect to time data. This is another category. Suppose this is very less. So here it is P2. Now you can come to the third. It is suppose it is P3. So these are the fluctuations are coming, right? From this plot, when you are having Excel sheet data and you're plotting in such a way, it is something like a visualization of your data. So this is what it's a visualization of your data. Okay, whatever data is there in the Excel sheet, you are going to visualize the data. So when you are visualizing this data, you are getting a clear picture that P2 demand is very less. It is very less when you are going to compare with P3. Even when you are comparing it with P2, the demand is pretty less. So it means it is not contributing much. Suppose it is contributing only, you can say 1% of your total demand or total profit or total business, right? So it means this is 1% is not considerable as of now when you are comparing with other product categories. Okay, so from here you can say like I'm removing this P2 because P2 demand is very, very less when you are comparing with basically, yeah, you are correct. It is time and these are product quantities. So when you are comparing P3 with P2, then basically the demand of P2 is very, very less. Okay, so these are the things you have to do a visualization from the sheet because it is not possible if you have a data for nearly 4 years, right? So it is not possible. So these all things you have to do in Excel and you have to clean your data, and then you have to present your data when you are just going for the analysis. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now
Sir,
Yes,
hello.
I'll take, yeah, yeah,
Hello, sir. So,
yeah.
in places like cafes and other places, like if you are saying just a desert cafe, so
Mhm.
can we do the analysis of the raw material they are going to need?
Yes, you have to do, because the cost analysis how you can do if you want to
Okay.
fix a product cost, right? So on the basis
Okay.
of raw material cost only, you are going to just justify or just decide the product cost. So raw material analysis is pretty important. I'll just take an example and tell you. Okay. So now I'll go to the next point, that is the problem solving approach. Okay. So problem solving approach comes from your proposal stage when you are having a proposal. So this is basically, okay. So this is some of you, mostly like we have seen previous students as well, they are getting confused in problem solving approach. So how this problem solving approach is contributing. So, okay, because this is similar. It is not similar. It is there in all your segments of the report, right? In proposal, you can find it. Detailed explanation of your analysis approach you are finding in midterm and after then final also. So when you're considering your proposal, we are not expecting you all to have a broader understanding of basically your approaches, but you can just based on your problem, because since you are giving your problem statement, so you have to find problem statement. So you have to inline with your problem statement. You have to write. Suppose you are doing an inventory analysis. So you have to write. You are going to use an inventory analysis, a different approaches to analyze the data, to analyze inventory, right? Suppose you have a problem statement of supply chain, right? So in line with the supply chain, you have to write, okay, I'm going to use a basically problem solving approach, which is going to solve my supply chain problem, time series problem, forecasting problem, machine. If you are just going to predict something, right? If you have a rich data set, right? So in that sense, you can say like, I'm going for a machine learning approach for this Arima, Sarima, whatever you want, right? So this is basically a brief explanation. We are not expecting you to understand whole thing, because here our main concern in the basically proposal is to add to just see like whether you have identified your business problem or not, right? And in line with what exactly your thought are there, right? What it, the thing is that it may change, right? In, if you are just going for a midterm or you are going for final, so it is not fixed. You may change the problem solving approach, right? Based on your data, based on your analysis. Suppose in initial stage you are thinking something else, but you think like, okay, this is not feasible. The other approach, time series approach, forecasting approach is possible in this case. Demographical analysis is possible in this case. Correlation analysis is possible in this case. Then you can say, okay, I'm going for a correlation analysis. I'm going for a demographical analysis. This. Okay.
Sir, one
Yeah.
thing. Uh, we are preparing for proposal. So
Okay.
before proposal, you already said no need of data collection. But if we
Correct.
collect our data before writing the proposal, will will it help us to write the proposal in a better way?
It is, yeah, it is. Basically, we don't have any restriction. We never said this thing that you don't collect a data. But we are expecting at a proposal stage, since you have you need to conduct a multiple meetings with a business owner, you have
Hmm.
to identify a business problem. So we are thinking like, when you're submitting a proposal, you have understanding of a business problems. You have interaction with the business owner, you have understanding of business problem. Since you are not putting any of the results in a proposal, so we are expecting you don't have to stake your data, because once you identify the business problem, you have 2 months or 3 months time where you can have a data, and then you can process the data and submit your final and midterm report. Okay, but if you already have a data, it's fine. We don't have any issues. It's fine. You can just start it, pre-processing your data or visualizing your data. You can start the process. Okay.
For this time, we just have to for proposal we just prepare with the only for the Gantt chart and the business problem or such kind of things.
Correct, correct, correct. So now why here the problems come? I'll tell you one case. Multiple cases are there where a student write in problem solving approach. He will write, I will use Excel. Right? Excel is not your problem solving approach. How you are using Excel for solving a problem, it is basically coming on a problem solving approach. Some are using I'll used machine learning, right? So in machine learning is something like a ocean. What you are going to use in machine learning for analyzing your data, you have to write it clearly, right? Somebody is saying like I'm using ABC analysis. Whether ABC analysis is possible in your problem for your problem statement or not, it's not clear for them. So this is the main point where you lose the marks because your problem solving approach are not aligned with your business problems. Okay, so you can I'll just explain this thing. I'll just explain. Okay, so here so the main thing is that whatever you are using, if you are using a different approach, don't write Excel, right? Because in Excel you can do a multiple thing. What you are doing for solving your problem, you have to mention it clearly. Okay, now here comes the midterm phase where so in midterm phase we are expecting you have data because you are giving a qualitative as well as a quantitative information of your data. Okay, so what you are going to use in basically a midterm phase is you have a data, you have a better understanding. So this is a basically proposal thing. Okay, so midterm you have to explain all the things in a broader way, like you are using Excel for data cleaning, or you are using Python, or you are using MATLAB, or you are using any software. Okay, so don't write a definition of Excel or basically Python, right? So you have to write what exactly the process you have used in for data cleaning via Excel or via Python. If you have a code file or .py file, you can share that file so that TAs can validate, they can run your file and they can validate whether it is fine or not. Okay, so these things basically you need to consider. Okay, just give me a second.
So can we use both Excel and Python in the meantime? Same
You
time?
can use anything. So there is no restriction from our side. You can use any of the software for
No,
cleaning
no,
your
no.
data, for processing
Uh,
your data.
I'm not talking about that. If we use Excel along
Uh-huh.
with it for some preferences, can we use Python along with the Excel also?
You can use. No
Hmm.
issues in that. You can use. Okay. So you have to write basically what exactly you are going to use via Excel or via Python. Because the thing is that the TA, if you are just putting something, some of the analysis approach, but you are not explaining it, what exactly you are using, the TA won't be able to understand. Your report itself will be the visualization or understanding for the TA to understand what exactly you are going to use. Because there is no physical communication where you can explain him physically that, okay, so this is what the things I'm going to use here, and this is what are the misunderstanding you are having. They are only going through the reports, and if they are not able to convince, like if they are not able to find out, like, okay, if your report contain random informations which they won't be able to understand, right? then it might create a rejection. There will be a possibility your report get rejected because they are not able to understand what exactly you want to communicate from your report. Okay, so you need to clarify everything in a detail, right? So what exactly you are, don't write basically information or basically a definition of Excel. Don't write a definition of R. Don't write a definition of data cleaning. We don't want these things. These are the basic things. Okay, we know, but we want what exactly you are going to use here, how you are going to use here. So the main question here comes how you are going to use these techniques for your basically analysis approach. Okay, now in final also you have one section where you have to explain everything in a detail. So now you have a thought. Okay, from my data I can just explain. Just let me finish this final term, then I'll just take a question on this regarding to this thing, right? Now, in a final, you can just go when you're going for a final summation, you can just go through. So you have a better understanding now because your initially, if you can see here, so this is something like a tentatively, you are having a mindset. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Now this tentative information is become a little bit concrete. Okay, this is what you have used for data cleaning thing, and basically your descriptive stats things, and you have a business problem. You can just have an understanding of basic. Okay, I am going to use this way. But in final where you are going to produce all the results, produce all results. Okay. So what exactly you are going to use here when you are going to produce all the results? Then we are expecting you have all the understanding. What exactly you are going to use here, you have all the understanding step by step. So if you are having a problem statement, number one, problem statement, you can say like with respect to problem statement, I am going to use this dot analysis and to produce this plot. Okay, and then you need to club this analysis, whatever you are using here, with the plot. When you are just having a visualization or when you are just visualizing your results, you can say, hey, these are the analysis process I'm going to use for plotting this, and this is what the outcome of this. I'll say how you are going to interpret the results in the next 10 minutes. Suppose we have a problem statement number two. So you can say this is dot analysis two. Analysis two I'm using for problem statement number two. So you can see here. So this is something like a tentative. When you are going to for a midterm, you can just change it. Like you are giving multiple, suppose 10 analysis approach you have given here, right? So when you are coming here, you can refine it and say, hey, these are the I'm expecting and I've used for a data cleaning this process. So from here you can say 6 analysis approach. But when you are coming to the final, you have all the analysis approach fixed up to this point. There is no variables. So you can say I have used. So you have used. So this is tentative. This is what exactly you have used and you are planning to use, right? And this is in this final, you can say, hey, these are the analysis I've used. Suppose you have used 3 analysis approach. Then you can say, hey, 3 analysis approach I've used for analyzing my results. Okay, so this is basically the funda. So here most of the students are getting rejection, right? And their reports are getting rejected. So this is the main thing you have to take care of. What exactly you're going to use here or how you are going to use here, right? Okay, so up to this, if anybody is having a problem, just let me know.
Sir, do you have any demo format just like proposal you have given to us? Such kind of things.
I think the demo, you can just refer to the book. right? We have a capstone premier book, right? 250 pages. You
Uh-huh.
can refer that book. In that, you can find every section. So that are the best reports till now we have shared there.
Sir, where is the book? Could you
Okay, so
share
you
it
can,
again?
it is there in the portal. You can just go to the portal.
Okay, sir.
If anybody has access to the portal, can you open the student dashboard portal and share the screen? I'll just explain you. Anyone?
So 2 seconds opening it just now. Or
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
no
sharing.
problem. So we are planning to add. So we are going with a like lot of modification in the portal as of now, and we are planning to add reports. Yeah, you see the timeline. We have changed the timeline now. Previously, it was a confusion. So now the timeline is clear. What is secondary, primary, root, boot camp? Everything is there
Yes,
in your portal,
clear.
right?
Hmm.
You can go to the document folder. Yeah. So in so reference book you can open the second one from a left. Yes, yes, this one. You can just view the document. Is it open?
Sorry, I just shared one window, so it's opening in
Okay,
another.
no problem. No,
That
you
will
can take your
take.
time. You can take your time. Just show that book.
Is it visible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
it
sir.
is visible. You can go to, I think, 50 pages ahead. You can just able to see. Uh, yeah, you can go ahead. So these are the basic things we have included. Yes. So these, you can see the page number here. You can go up. You can see the page number. So these are the students' reports. You can see from 106 page to 207 page. We have included some of the reports here. So from these reports, you can see what exactly the content of the reports, right? What should be the approach students have used for descriptive stats, how they have written, and from there you can get a reference. Take as a reference. Try to modify more than that, right? So they have given a basic thing. You have a capability to modify it more, right? You can add more of the things here. So this is what exactly the samples for you all. Okay.
Yeah. So can I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is not completely related to what you were saying about proposal midterm final, but like
Uh-huh.
it is a little bit tangential. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I am just have BDM project remaining in my
Okay.
diploma, and
Mm-hmm.
to complete the B, I have a hard deadline September 2026. After which I won't be in
No,
India.
if you have a separate question which is not related
Yeah,
to this,
yeah.
I'll
I'll
take
read.
it
I'll read.
later. I'll
Got it.
take
Got
it
it.
later.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask if this is the correct time. I'll ask you later, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem. Okay. So this is maybe if you are able to just go to page number 106, you can go to page number 106 and showcase the report. Yeah, so this is the reports. These are the report started. So you can see a different reports, different type of analysis approach, right? Yeah, yeah. So this is a section for the student report. Okay, so you can go further down. You can see like so these are very they have a different rubrics at that time, right? So this is the final reports. You can see here how they have compiled the report. So it's a mix of a proposal, a midterm, and a final report of a different segments, right? So this is for Subramaniam. He did analysis for manufacturing plant where they have a different basically CNC machines organization, and he optimized what exactly the cost with respect to time, right? How the cost is changing with respect to time. When the lead time is more, what exactly is happening? When it is when there is a delay in supply chain, what exactly is happening? When there is a breakage of a tool. So you can see he has written an introduction, a small introduction, executive summary, problem solving approach, right? And then he has given all the details. So maybe you all can just go through this report and just have understanding about it, what exactly you need to use, because these are basically reports based on the previous rubrics. Now the rubrics are changing every year, right? So yeah. Okay, I want to cover one more point and then I just take your questions. Yeah, thanks a lot, Amitabh, for
Thank you.
sharing the screen. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'll just share the screen. I'll just take one more topic and then I'll go for the discussion with you all. So the other problem, other sort of rejections are coming. Why it is happening is something like, okay. So the rejection case two. Okay. So what is happening? Previously, we have identified some of the students. They have given Excel file. They have shared the access to the Excel file. So whatever the data is there in the Excel file, and whatever the results they are producing in their report, right? So both are not similar. They have a lot of variation in the basically your results and your data. So this, if there is a variation in data and your results, your report is likely to put on a hold and it goes for a uh, to check what exactly the content is there. And if it is not clear, they'll desk reject your report because your data, whatever you're providing in Excel file, it is not matching here. So you need to be careful. Whatever you're quoting here in your file, it should be exactly matching with your plots, whatever you're giving. Okay. So here also one more case come where suppose you have a problem is something correlation analysis of different product with respect to demand and profit, right? So I'm just giving an example. So this is your problem statement number one. But when some of the students are plotting the results for this problem statement, so the result shows only the time series analysis or Pareto chart, or the analysis which is directly not related to this. So it is when they are providing a plots for problem statement number this, the plot itself is not representing this particular thing. It is representing some random plots. They have a data, they are plotting anything, they are plotting a pie chart, they are plotting a like histogram, they are plotting a time series plot. There is no correlation plot here. So in that sense, if you are just saying like, hey, I'm doing a correlation analysis for this, then your plot should be in line with the correlation. It is not something like a forecasting plot. It is not something like basically a heat map you are providing, right? If you are providing heat map, the heat map will show what exactly your correlation analysis is saying for a different SKUs, for a different products. So what I mean to say here is something like when you are just giving the results, there should be a proper correlation between your problem statement and your results. Now comes other point where students are plotting. Suppose this is time and this is basically profit, right? So here they are plotting some plot. Suppose this is the plot. So this peak actually it's coming on some particular, suppose it is coming on November. See, I'm just giving a random example. So the profit here is nearly the constant, but in November it is shooting to three times, three times of average profit. So what happened in this sense, right? When the profit is increasing, so students are writing here in November, the profit increases is three times. So there is no logic of this thing because you are putting it here. This is already reflecting from your, so it what exactly it's this is a reflection of your tabular data, what you are putting it here. So the business owner already knows there is a fluctuation in the demand, right, on November or some particular season. But why this fluctuation is happening? That is what you need to explain here. So you need to explain the cause of this fluctuation.
This is mainly for festive season.
Yeah, there might be any case, mainly for the festive season or mainly if it is a product which are used in a winter season. So the demand increases in November, right? Because this is something like a product which are used in a winter season, right? So it might be something. So you have to explain the cause of this fluctuation. You need not to write this fluctuation is happening, right? So you need to write cause of this changes or fluctuation, right? This is what you need to write here. Okay. So you need to write a small paragraph on the basis of this, like these fluctuations are happening because there is a demand increased or there is some event happens on this particular time. Because of that, the profit increases a lot. Suppose there is a changes in a price, like a GST price are changing, right? So these are effectively happening from 22nd of September, right? So from 22nd September, the GST price of luxury commodities are increasing to 40%. So you can say like because the prices are increasing after the taxes are increasing after 22 September, that is why you can see before 23 there is a huge fluctuation in the demand or huge fluctuation in the sales of the particular commodity, luxury commodity. Because post then the tax increases a lot and the value of the product is increasing a lot. It is becoming uh, twice or becoming 1.5 times previously whatever it is there. That is what this is how you need to justify your results. So this is your results. You need to justify your results, right? You need to give a cause for the results, explain the cause for these results. Okay, now the next thing comes is basically the interpretation. So you know the results. So you see how it is connecting. So you do know the results. First, you know the problem statement. You know the results. You know the cause of these results, causes of this. And then you can say based on these causes, you can give your recommendation, right? So this should be the flow. Your problem statement, your results, and then causes of these results, and then your recommendation. Okay. So this is how these are the important things which you all need to consider to avoid the rejection of your report. Because as I already told multiple times, whatever you are communicating in your report, that should be understandable. Like the TA should be understand the content of your report. If it is too randomly you have made the report and there is no more explanation, then it is very confusing for them to understand. So just give an explanation for 1 to 2 lines extra. That is fine. If your report is good, right, and you have a proper explanation of each and everything, then we are flexible. You can just extend 1 to 2 pages. It is not an issue. But the reports which are not exactly presentable. Suppose somebody has submitted a report in one page, they are putting one plot. In other page, they are putting one plot for the sake of completing the pages. So that in that sense, you are not giving any extension because you can just properly align this plot in one page itself. There is no need of just putting only one plot in one page, other plot in other page, right? So it should be formatted properly. If the content is good, if you need 1 to 2 pages extension, that is fine. You can drop us a mail like, sir, we are not able to cover all the things in this particular limit, and I have a good content which should not be overlapped anywhere else, and please give us extension. Then it is fine for us. It's not an issue. I hope it is clear. So
Yes, sir.
I'll do a activity. We can just start some activity where those who already get a data, right? They can share their experience, like what exactly, how they have pitched, what exactly the main points that their friends needs to be taken care of when they are going for collecting a data. Just any one of you, just raise your hand and just share your experience.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sir, I actually had a doubt. So
No,
I
first
wanted to.
let this activity to be completed, and then we can just
Okay.
take the doubts. Yeah, anyone who is
Yes, sir.
comfortable. Yeah,
May I?
yeah, you can, sure.
Yes, thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. So I'm just myself Parasuram, and I have started my BDM project from the last term, and my main project was that streamlining the inventory items from the hardware shop, where initially I had a discussion with the shop owner as a very vague, like, I am doing this course, I am interested to do, a data cleanup and means data recommendation. Based on the data, I want to recommend some business. And he was in a dilemma, maybe why I need to share, and maybe he's not interested that much. How can he can help me like that? And then, I just explained with the previous seniors reports, and I showed him, see, this is how people were collecting the data, and showing the analysis, and then with that analysis how it was helping. Then he was little bit interested. Okay, then he was trying to share his points, like example what his pain point. Initially I was pitching him, do you have any operational and business wise any issues and so far with even though he has running the shop more than 20 plus years. And I and by knowing that one, I was so humble that, I don't want to say that I know everything. I can by the data I can give you, many things, because he's running a business for 20 years, that I should be aware about. He knows the in and out, so which I'm gonna suggest him. So I don't want to take that call. So then I told him, maybe it will be helpful for me to understand how you are taking a decision, and based on the decision, maybe we can correlate, or sometime this tool can help you. And also I was, sharing him is because he's a little bit aged, and I want to make is comfortable to share this data by giving one more insight that without his presence in the shop, his son or somebody in the next generation can use this kind of data shoot, where it can be more elaborative and more decisive things that he can achieve. So that's where he started, okay, this will be helpful, because in the next generation he has to share the knowledge. That sharing the knowledge needs some system. So then that was the initial starting point where he started opening the problems. And when the point which I wanted to share here, it was very, very means surprising for me. And the sense, when he was explaining the issues, as shop owners, they will say one liner, I'm getting the product from A and I'm getting the product from B, I'm selling it to the all customers. With that, understanding, I started writing my proposal. Okay, he is getting A and B, maybe there will be a difference in the naming, so then it will be a, the selling time, he don't know what kind of product he is going to sell. And this is what I assumed. Then I prepared my proposal and everything. After last week, and I visited the shop and I see the data, how it has been happening. most of the data is from the product vendor A and vendor B. Because of the hardware, they are not changing. It is all same name. The only problem is the entry who is doing the system. The means example, who is uploading the inventory invoices to the tally system. That person is changing his own naming convention because of the time. So he, instead of saying 1 mm rod, he is saying just saying rod 1, like that. Some other new person is comes, he by seeing the invoice, he properly entered. This is where actually the problem happened, not by the vendor A and vendor B. It is because of the data entry person who did these mistakes. So these kind of things, when I'm trying to write the proposal and seeing the data, there was a, now I'm seeing little bit of discrepancy in my proposal itself. So maybe I will speak with sir later. But I want to suggest everyone, writing a proposal will help based on the data. If you've seen already, this will be really really helpful. And sometime staff owner said like everything I have in the tally and something. When I went to the shop and see the data, there are something which I can share my screen. I would, sir, is it allowed to share my screen, sir?
Yeah, you can share. If you don't have any issues, then you can share.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
can share, sir. No problems. I can share, sir. See, I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
See, the one of the purchase for the company, they are purchasing from some vendor, and they got something product. But actually, they, as a inventory, the data entry person who didn't do anything about the data items, which item they bought it, they just put it the amount. But when I see this actual, it will have the more things, because they are actually the manual printed paper from the vendor, they're capturing in the log, but it is not there in the system.
Correct.
So this is what for me very surprising with this one, how I can proceed it. Because when I see this kind of the reports, it is having this is a prime shop, and they are every day they will get at least 5 to 6 invoices, and over the year itself they are capturing two bunch of invoices. So ideally, I don't know how I will go. Maybe I was thinking to do some OCR pattern, that to extract the data to
Correct.
correlate it.
Correct.
So this is what I'm thinking. But to scan that much data, it will take 5,000 plus records. So that is actually I need to think, because he's not having any scanner or something. He will not be able to give this paper to outside the shop. That is the limitation for me also. So I'm in outside the country, and he's in India. So that kind of things are something for me disappointing. So maybe this is what I wanted to share the everybody. Be sure that what kind of data that shop owner has, and it will be it might be surprising before seeing the data and everything. So better to see the data and discuss with them, and then write the proposal. It was really helpful. And to be frank, that shop owner was very very helpful, and he was sharing almost 4+ years data, though he started 20 years back, but he actually started with the tally from the 4 years. And whatever he has the data, he shared with me like this. Example, I wanted to show you one more thing. Example, in person he was sitting, and that making a shop owner or a person to be comfortable, I need some kind of demo. I suggest to take some demo of our seniors, how they did it, and that gives them more comfortable. And
Yeah.
moreover, it is actually, last week I checked with sir, and as sir mentioned, it is only for educational purpose, and it will not be disclosed to anywhere in the in the public. And that's where they were little bit confident. And then I showed the IIT
Mm.
IIT, things like why I'm doing it and what is the disclosure, agreement and something. And then he was little bit confident. So better to bring everything to the shop and then show the demo and have the brief discussion and get the data. Most probably they will be comfortable with that. And these things are the major things. This is how I started collecting the data, and I will proceed it because I was thinking very light initially based on
Mm.
the discussion. So that's why I created, my proposal with three statement. When I'm seeing this kind of data, even one line itself, I will take 3-4 months to come up the proper data. So that's a
Correct,
problem.
correct,
See,
correct.
because the cash flow enhancement, I was thinking is a very simple because as I show
Yeah,
here,
it is not that simple. Cash flow. Yeah, cash
example.
flow is the main thing actually.
Yeah, exactly, sir. Because he's holding this credit in the book. He don't know
Mm-hmm.
when he sold this product and when he is going to get the money back. He's keeping it like this ledger. So see,
Mm-hmm.
example, this day he bought, this day he sold, and he will come back with this much amount. And what is the next pages and something? It is nowhere that he can get the insight without seeing this book. If somebody stole
Mm.
this book, this entire credit is gone.
Correct, correct, correct.
So to me to give him the insight, maybe first time I'm thinking, okay, let me build you some tool where you instead of
Correct.
writing it, just to start entering it here so that it will give you some insight. Then only I can suggest this my proposal where cash flow credit things, which I was thinking, okay, maybe he was initially shared like I'm doing in the tally itself. When he is paying with the cash, I will mark it as a cash, otherwise I will mark it as a credit. Then I was thinking, okay, I may have very straightforward things that by the credit. When I see the actual data, it is
Mm-hmm.
totally different that I cannot even get it from the tally. So I have to do by manually, okay, how many customers that they are doing with the credit and how many customers they are doing the more credit as a manually. This book
Mm-hmm.
itself, you see here this book as this. Then
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
asking, this is a one book for a year? No, he said per year I will have 3-4 books. So I cannot imagine that, how the really data collection is how matter it is. So I really understand, sir.
Correct, correct.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Parshuram. Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot for sharing the detail,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anybody else want to just present or want to share his experience or her experience?
Yes,
Sir, I have
I wanted to say something, sir. Thank you, Parshuram, for giving us the insights from your experience. And I also approached, I think, 3 to 4 retail shops who are like small kirana stores in my neighborhood. But most of them are either apprehensive of giving the data because they are apprehensive that I might disclose the sales and sales data to the income tax or something. And
So this is the main confusion. Actually, I'll say this is the main confusion the
yes,
business owners are happening.
yes. So they were,
So I'll just suggest you. I can just put a book that is 50 pages book. Maybe you can take a printout of that book, like in a book pattern, so it will be nearly a concise 25 pages book. You can take a printout of that book, and when we are going to the business owner, just showcase that book. So these are basically we have done the project. In that also that we have made it for corporate version for a corporate people. I'll share that book as well. So that book, when you are going with a business owner to the business owners, just showcase them book like this is what we are doing in a project, and this is how it is be useful for you all.
yeah, I tried explaining, sir. I also tried explaining that I am doing a BDM, I mean, this business development project in the IT. So some of them understood, but like 3 to 4 people, they are not very educated or literate kind of. So they didn't they understood that it is for the project, but what benefit will they get? So I tried explaining that it is only for the educational purposes. I'm trying to get the data. So one of them actually was friendly, and he was willing to give me, but he did not have the sales data because they are not recording at all the sales. They are just taking the payments through the GPay or something, phone pay, but they do have the purchase data in the form of
Correct.
bills actually. So he was willing to do it, but I am kind of don't know. I don't know whether those only having the purchase data analysis
That
would.
is fine. From purchase you are getting, if the purchase, suppose In the last meeting, I already explained this thing. I'll explain you one more time. Just let me share my screen. So from purchase data, you can do a lot of things. Suppose you're getting a purchase data for
So I thought like demand forecasting or something like that.
correct.
I can do. So
So
would that be
suppose
beneficial, sir? If we get the if I get the purchase data for few days or few, like a month, would that be sufficient for me, sir?
month data is not sufficient. That is why I already told you. If you have a rich data, then you are able to do a good analysis, right?
So
So
what he told me, I asked him. So what he told me that he just throws away the bills and whatever bills he can give at that particular point of time when I approach him, that only he will be able to give that solve.
okay. So if you have a purchase, suppose what is happening. So this is a raw material. Okay. This is the processing of your raw material, and this is your end product. So this chain is valid for manufacturing anything, food or raw material or machines, right? So this is basically a standard procedure. But if you have basically a grocery shop or basically vegetable or any shop, right? So they have a sequence something like that. So they have basically just purchase. So this purchase depend upon the demands. So purchase of A1, A2, A3, and A4. This A1, A2, A3, and A4 are the product, right? So if you can see here, the demand with respect to basically if you are just purchasing a demand with respect to time, right? So suppose the demand of A1 is something like in this place, and demand of A2 is something like in this place, and demand of A3 is something like this, right? Time in terms of week, right? So in that sense, you are able to see the demand of A1 is constant throughout the week or month. A2 is something like which is just fluctuating, and A3 is something like it is increasing with respect to weekdays. So in that sense, when the demand is fluctuating, when the demand is increasing, so he need to procure more of the quantities. He need to purchase. So the purchase thing, if I can just plot it here. So suppose this is a purchase and this is demand. So in that case, if the demand is increased, suppose demand is increased. So in that sense, the purchase he need to purchase a more commodities, right? So if you have a purchase data, okay,
Yes,
if
sir.
you have a purchase data, then from the purchase data, you can just expect the demand of the product,
Yes, sir.
And one more thing. So he don't have an individual sale data.
No, he does not have the individual. So it's
Ah,
a mixed. I mean,
correct.
the invoices
So,
have the mixed items actually, like chocolate
okay,
or talcum powder in one and oil and chips in another, like this, sir.
okay. So if he don't have a purchase data of individual commodity, then he has a per day purchase. Sorry, sales per day. So if he has a sales per day data or sales data per week. So from there, you can able to identify, suppose this is a commodity. Okay. So this is a sales happened, and this is basically your time, right? Sales with respect to time. Okay. So if you can see with respect to time, suppose this is commodity A. Somebody has asked me about ABC, right? I'm just explaining ABC now. A, B, and C. So suppose the sale happen, sale of 80% of the sale, right? 80% of the sale is happening with commodity A. So it means this is very important commodity, and we can just rate it as the most important commodity. So when we are rating, suppose if you have a supplier rating, you can see Amazon, right? Amazon. So Amazon also have a different suppliers, right? So we have a different supplier. Suppose this is a Cloudtel, right? And the suppliers are A to Z. So when you are going to see the rating, you can see the supplier rating. So in that sense, you can identify, or the companies also have a rating of a supplier, or basically from there where they are procuring, right? So they also have a rating of a supplier. So based on basically the volume of the product, suppose this supplier, suppose supplier A1, supplier A1 contribute Amazon business to 30%, right? 100% business, 30% is contributed by A1. So this is the most important supplier for Amazon. So he will give a more priority to this. Similarly, when we are going for the products, right, we want to categorize the product. So based on the demands, we can say based on the sales or based on basically revenue generation, suppose A, B, C, three products are there, and A is contributing to 80% of the business. B is contributing to suppose 15% of the business, and C is contributing to 5% of the business.
Okay,
So it
so
means,
you mean to
yeah,
say like if he's purchasing more like of category A item, then A is the special commodity for him.
correct, correct. Key variables, key products,
Okay,
SKUs.
so even if we don't have the
Yes.
sales data, we can just extract it from the purchase.
Yeah. So if so here you can say like you can say it here. So the demand of the product is increasing on what basis? On basis of the sales, right? So if the
Yes.
sales is more, it means the demand is more. He need to put the more order. The frequency of placing the order is more for that particular product or
Mhm.
commodity. So
Mhm.
from there you can say like he is placing this particular commodity. So it is a fast moving commodity.
Mhm.
From there you get a data. Then you
Okay.
can just find out.
Okay. So I can go ahead with the purchase data and ask him to help me, right?
Correct. You can just get a purchase data. You can have a basically SKUs data. What are the SKUs he is using, and from there you can just try to find it out. Which SKUs is performing? What is the frequency of a sale? It is
Mhm.
20 products. So you are able to find it out from the purchase data. Like if he is placing order in every 20 days, then you can say like 20 products are selling per week or per day, right?
Yes.
There you
So
can say.
he that those are the paper bills actually. So I need to convert them into the Excel sheet. I don't know. I mean, I don't have the OCR reader or anything, but I'm
No,
just
if you
trying to.
all, so the thing is that if there is option in basically in Excel you can just do what you can just have a take an image and just convert that image to basically that Excel sheet. So there is a tool in Excel. Just try to explore in Google or YouTube. I also don't know previously, but I have seen one video where he's taking a photo and converting that tabular photo in basically Excel sheet. You can
Oh,
easily able to convert.
okay. That is good news for me. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So you can just explore that thing, that video, and from there you'll get idea how to convert the photos to directly Excel sheet.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir, and Parshuram for guiding us.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody else want to share anything? Like they can
Sir,
share. Yeah.
I have approached three businesses,
Okay.
four businesses, and in the
Uh-huh.
meantime, first I went to my mama, and I
Uh-huh.
asked her, he has a grocery shop. He shared a lots of data with me, like how much he's storing, his savings is selling, and how much cost cutting he's doing, and entire the month and date wise selling with me, and the problems and the benefits of his business, and how much along with the grocery items and extra stationery and some other items he's storing in his store. And then I went to some other shop, uh, he used to sell wristwatches and some wall clocks. Then I asked him that, sir, how you were selling and preparing your stocks for the demand, according to the demand. And he told me that nowadays people are mainly used to choose their items like branded watches, and the young ones uh, in the age of 20, they mainly used to wear smartwatches. So we have to focus is on the particular brands like Titan, Fast Track, and some smartwatches like Noise, Boat, such kind of thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
And he's saying that mostly nowadays it's the specific focus of the wristwatch industry shifted towards a brand. And people are demanding mainly on brands,
Correct.
not the some as usual watches.
Hmm.
And then I asked him that for this demand of the brand, and you have nearby many such kind of shops, those are doing same business. You have lots of competition in your industry. So how you are managing your customers and you are attracting them? So he told me that our price is very good. We are giving the minimal price according to our market. The other persons, if he is selling a brand of watch at 1500, uh, we are selling this item at 100 rupees less, 1400. And our supply chain is very good, and the wholesale purchase price and our selling price and our monthly revenue is very good in this matter. And then for some other experiences, I went to a shop. He used to sell the shoes, footwears. Sir, hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Footwears.
Hmm.
So footwears, he do two kind of business to business and business to customer. Like he's mainly a wholesaler of,
Okay.
he's selling he's selling criteria is mainly based on stock selling.
Hmm.
And some retail customers also, like somebody who is used to purchase from him for a longer period of time, and his well known persons, his family members, and such kind
Hmm.
of things. uh, then I asked him,
Hmm.
uh, uncle, how much you are benefiting from your businesses on which part of shoes, which part of footwears? He
Hmm.
told me that nowadays people are very much engaged. Some young people are very much engaged with football. So
Hmm.
in that section, they used to buy the shoes which related to sports,
Correct.
and for football, he used to the the particular shoes based on that section.
Hmm.
And for young people,
Hmm.
they used to buy mostly on sneakers.
Sneakers. Correct.
So some brand of sneakers.
So these are the two most valuable products actually.
Hmm.
If you can say in terms of revenue,
Hmm.
so if you are able to sell nearly 10 sleepers or basically chappals, right?
Yeah,
So
but
equivalent to,
chappals is uh,
it's very cheap, right?
very
It's
cheap
very
and the
correct.
largest selling item we can see.
Yeah, yeah. So volume wise it is more, but
Hmm.
basically price wise it is less.
Uh,
Wherever you are going to go for a sports shoes,
hmm.
football shoes, the
Hmm.
price wise it is more, the
Hmm.
volume wise it is less.
Yeah, the spike is the largest. Spike and sneakers as the largest selling item in his shop, and along with the chappals. But his main revenue is generating from the sports shoes, the sneakers, and the spikes, and also woman. For woman section, there is lots of variety of items. He's also storing. So then I asked him, do you focus on brands? Because nowadays people mostly attracts on brand of shoes like
Correct.
Reebok, Nike, Adidas,
Mm-hmm.
such
Mm-hmm.
kind of brands. He said that in our locality, some people are very eager to purchase the item of Nike, Adidas, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the number of people are very less.
Mm-hmm.
People are mainly focuses on online shoppings
Correct. Correct.
purchase item.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying that taking too much brandy items and
Mm-hmm.
invest my capital in
Mm-hmm.
such kind of brands is will become my business to a risk. So
Correct.
to maintain my risk to reward ratio,
Mm-hmm.
I have to store a mediocre product which
Mm-hmm.
is very
Fast
uh,
moving.
fast moving, which can be fast
Mm-hmm.
moving and in your
It will not occupy
customer
more of capital as well. Yeah.
capital, and it should be in customers range price.
Mm-hmm.
मतलब कि आपके हाथ में जितने भी पैसे हैं वो आप
Mm-hmm.
लगा के उसको खरीद सके.
बिल्कुल
और
बिल्कुल.
and then he told me young people are mostly focusing on brands, but for the older ones we have to keep chappals and some
Mm-hmm.
other footwears.
Mm-hmm.
And the company he's mostly sell is Splendid, he told
Mm-hmm.
me.
Okay.
Splendid, uh, VKC Pride, such kind of companies.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
he's and Nike and Adidas is very less in his stock, particularly.
Mm-hmm.
After gathering his experience and his problems, I told him that what kind of exact problem you are facing. He's saying the problem is my revenue mainly generate on the festive seasons and the
Mm-hmm.
winter, festive and winter,
Mm-hmm.
and some in the time of the beginning of the new financial year, April, because there is some in that time in our Bengal, the new Bengali year started.
Mm-hmm.
So at that
Mm-hmm.
time, people used to buy some shoes. And
Mm-hmm.
in the festive season, just Durga Puja passed. In the Durga Puja, lots of shoes. He told me the sneakers is the largest selling item in this Durga Puja.
Mm-hmm.
I just went to his shop 2 times in this Durga Puja season. He told me
Okay.
at the last day, the sneakers is the largest selling item.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Correct.
And the problem is that lots of shoe shops in my city.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not on the proper market side. He's
Mm-hmm.
just few years away from the exact market road, exact the
Mm-hmm.
exact the highway. Highways is just little bit away from his shop. So that's the problem he's facing. That exact the number of retail customers he's not able to attract, but his stocks are mostly going to the retail shops which is located on the roadside. So
Mm-hmm.
from there, he's generating a passive revenue, but this direct business to customer revenue is very less as compared to his business to business revenue.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing the detail, Dibya. I hope it will be useful for your friends as well when they are going for the business owner. So
Sir,
I'll
can
take.
I share?
Yeah, you can also share.
Sir, I went to several shops, some retail shops and some, uh, and also a vegetable store also. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so most of the people are not even like keeping track mm, of their data. They don't have any records. So um, I
Mm-hmm.
asked my relative, and he said he has a friend who is running a medical store. And then he asked him, like, um, my relative is there. He wants some help from you, and that then he accepted. Like, he's ready to give around 1 year of bills of his, but he's
Mm-hmm.
saying he was saying there is a medical union for us. There is a president for the union. He will take care of all the problems. So I don't have any problem. No, what I can do. He's saying. Like he said, I don't have enough money to buy the stock. I don't know whether it's his
Hmm.
personal problem or his business problem.
No, then you can say like if you don't no, like you don't have a sufficient money to buy the stock, then it is very important to identify the stocks which is most moving, which won't basically block his revenue because he has a limited resources, right? So he need to use that limited resources, or he need to engage, or he need to invest his money to the proper stocks instead of unnecessary stock because it is a pain for him. Okay,
Yeah.
then that is the next thing you need to say to him. Just this is very important for you to identify your key stocks products, right? Then only you are able to identify and properly invest your money. If you are blocking a money which is not at all selling, so it is a waste and blockage of your money. So in that sense, when I will do analysis, or when I will just try to find out what exactly the stocks which are important, I'll share you the details, right? Based on the demand, based on the supply, based on the profit, then you are able to identify and you are able to invest your money properly, limited money properly.
Yeah, sir. And then I switched to some other business. My relative suggested a pesticide shop. So I
Mhm,
suggest like um, go to someone whom your relative knows, or who is
mhm,
your relative, so that they can trust you. So
mhm,
I went there, and then I have got some details of the organization background, and
mhm,
then like he was not idle, like
mhm,
uh, so I tried to get some details, and at the same time I tried to build some rapport. So I suggest
mhm,
when you go to them, try to build some rapport with them,
mhm,
if possible, make them laugh. That's a good
mhm.
thing to gain their
Good.
connection.
Great, great,
But
great.
then he said even he don't have any problems. I don't know.
No, the
Even
thing
he,
is that they are not able to identify that, because the thing is things are going traditionally for a long time, so they didn't think about it to find out the problems, right? If the problems are there, they are just going to ignore that. So that is the thing. They itself don't know what exactly the problems are. Then the role comes of your here when you are able to help them to identify the business problem. In next session, I'll explain you. I'll with a one example, like how the peoples are going to convince, and how these business problems are able to originate. They will realize like, okay, this is a business problem.
yeah, and sir, then he says his products are not getting sold, and some of the products are getting expired. So I thought
Hmm.
that there is some low demand for some products. So
Hmm.
I took that as one problem. Then he
Okay.
was not idle, so told me to come back on Sunday. Then I'm
Hmm.
doing a survey, but the problem here is surveying people will be a very tedious process.
Yes. 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 So you have to make a survey for that also.
Yeah, that's
So in that sense,
the
like
challenging.
we have allowed you to just take one technical problem or development problem. Like if in case they want some tool,
Yeah,
right,
so
from your side to store a data, to find out the data, to basically make a structured data. You can make the Excel dashboard to them, right? In that sense, you are able to generate a data as well, right? So they once they started using the dashboard, they are generating a data, and that data might be useful for you,
okay. So I
right?
suggest when you guys go to some business, show some previous projects and show these are the problems, and this is how they were solved, so that they would be helpful for you. Like
Hmm.
they'll think they will get some benefit from you, then they'll be ready
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
to
Right.
communicate with you. So this is a really very challenging project. I didn't thought.
But it will help you to learn a lot as well. What I
Yeah.
think, like because when you are taking a data and you are analyzing a data, finding a problem in statement. So when you are going for a job, right? So those who are young, those who want to apply for the job placement, so it will give them a confidence because they have already solved one problem which is not identified at all. So it will help them to build a confidence when they are going for a job, and they'll not get in a panic situation when their manager say like, this is the project, you need to do it. They'll say, okay, give me a project, I'll do it. I have already handled a BTM project. Got it?
Yes,
Yeah.
approaching the project is the big deal right now.
Yeah, so once you approach, then the things will be very smooth. You will get, you will able to complete in 2 months, next 2 or 3 months. It is fine for you. Yeah. So once you get a data and these things, so that is a bit challenging. But once you get a data, then things will go very smoothly.
Yeah. Sir, I had an issue while means I approached one business. It is B2B business and which
Hmm.
works in like a company approaches them. They have some part of a machine they want to manufacture get made. So they
Hmm.
give that order to that company, and they after they get the order they call and order their raw materials, and they make it, and there is a deadline, so they will have to complete the cutting, assembling and everything, and providing it back to the company who ordered it. In that thing, like they have some customers already that they have joined with them, so they get the order from those big companies for small manufacturing, small parts manufacturing. So
Hmm.
I'm not able to identify any business problems. Like it's not like they when they get demand they only order their supplies and manufacture it. So when I was talking, they only said that the only issue is they are not getting enough educated or trained people to do that. So I was like,
Correct.
we cannot help with that thing. So I was not actually like to identify the business problems I can work on. So
So what exactly they are manufacturing?
uh, like big machineries are made, like bottle making machines or some other machines. So those companies doesn't don't make all their complete machinery at their place. So this
Hmm.
is some small manufacturing like manufacturing plant they have, and
Hmm.
they get their orders of some parts, so they provide with the schematics of the part they want to get made and the amount, so
Correct.
like 50 units, 100 units, like that.
Hmm.
And when they get the order, they calculate how much material and which material they are going to need, and they order. So it's like
Hmm.
they have given the deadline of 3 months, say 3 months. So they calculate. So they call their supplier. So I want so and so size rods, so and so
Hmm.
metal plates. So how much time will it take it to deliver? So they will
Hmm.
calculate that time and the manufacturing cutting. Then they send it to polishing and other things. Then the main company's person comes to quality assurance, and when it
So
is approved, they manufacture it. So
this is good, no? Like you can see, like here what happens. Basically, the quality makes the customer increase the customer trust, right? So
yes,
first you need to see like what type of products he is getting, so that it will help them to explore the segment. Now they are not approaching in a marketing point of view. Whatever they're getting order, they're just fulfilling, but they don't know what are the potential customers they are having in the market, because they don't
yes,
have a much idea about what type of products, different type of products, because they're getting, right? Suppose I can say a different bottles, a different injection molding, different type of basically molds they are getting, right? So there might be a cost possibilities from making a raw material to final product. There are different processes, right?
yes, yes,
So first thing, they have to identify what exactly are the potential products they are having, what exactly the potential customers they are having, what is the frequency of the customers, right? If the customer is giving them order, is he coming again for the same order, or is he coming
mm.
again for a different order,
So
and what
so
is the basically volume and value of that customer. So based on that value, he can just give a rating for that. This is my premier customers. I have to focus and fulfill his order on time,
So
right?
they have one customer which is used, so that 90% of their business comes from one customer. So
That is the problem with him actually, because this is something like a monopoly. If that
yes,
customer gone, his 90% of the business is gone.
yes,
So he
yes,
need
yes.
to expand the business. So based on the product, right, you can say like these are the products are coming. Just give them basically in the report itself. You can just say, hey, just based on the product, I'll give you the possible option to expand your project for your product of your
Yes,
business.
yes.
Then you can say like, hey, this is what the product you have. It is most valuable product, and these are the companies which are using this product. Then he has a way to connect these companies to
Okay,
expand the business, right? Because right now it is a monopoly. If that
yes, yes.
big customer gone, his business will stop because you don't have
Hmm.
any other option. So if you are going to analyze the data based on the product wise, then you can give an option to him. Okay, these are the possible options. Further, you can just try to expand it. Otherwise, in next 10 years, your business will stop.
Okay, yes, yes,
Got it?
yes, sir. Yes.
So one more business I forgot to tell you, sir.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
the best business I have approached.
Mhm,
It's a franchise business. He's
mhm,
the I also purchasing the from the franchise business from last 10
mhm,
years, 10 to 12
mhm,
years.
mhm,
And the ownership recently 3 years before the ownership and the location of the shop just changed a little bit. Ownership is
mhm,
mainly changed. And
mhm,
I told him, "Do you have data of last 10 years?" He told me, "No, I just take the ownership for since the last 3 years. I am running this shop,
mhm,
and it's I am quite a bit confused to give the name of giving a good name of the business because
mhm,
it's selling grocery items, dal, chawal,
mhm,
namak,
mhm,
along with toothpaste, brush,
mhm, mhm.
uh, haldi mirchi powder,
Okay, great,
lots
great.
of masalas, along with home painting,
Mhm,
house painting uh, items, house painting, house paints means raw
mhm.
paints, and
Okay.
lots of items. He told me you are not able to take my all the items.
Mhm.
He also suggests me that you have to
So
take
then you have to go for a segmentation in that case.
10 to 15 items.
Mhm. Okay.
And he also showed his data
Mhm,
very goodly. He shows his data.
mhm,
First he showed me the purchase volume, means how much
mhm,
purchase uh, the clients are making from his shops.
mhm. Great.
And then I
So we
told,
are also making in the portal, we are making basically a section of a blog, right? So you can just put your stories in that blog so that those who are having access to the portal, they can see like, okay, this is what the challenges you are having. This is how you have calculated the data, right?
and sir,
So we are.
my problem is that
Hmm,
he's saying me that he have percent to percent selling data.
mhm,
So I
mhm,
have to sum up the how much stock he's have today and how much stock out and how
correct.
much stock he's selling.
Mhm,
मतलब नमक कितना बिक रहा है, कितने पैकेट बिके एक महीने में, 2025 के जनवरी में कितने पैकेट बिके, 2024 में कितने बिके एक महीने में, पर्टिकुलर मंथ में. So वो he's trying to show me that, and I told him the year wise. So he told me that you have to sum all the things and put it on 1 month.
okay,
So sir,
great.
if I have 15 columns and 3 into 12, 36 months of data, so it will be enough to analyze my project and going through a good project and end up with a S grade in this project. Hello, hello sir, hello, your mic.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
तो
able to hear you.
तो सर क्या मुझे एज ग्रेड मिल सकता है इसमें, अगर मैं 3 साल के डेटा से करूं, या फिर 1 साल के भी मिल जाए तो?
No, I'll not comment on the grades now. So you just do good work. Your reports will be evaluated, and then basically the grades are not. I'll say like you will get a grades. It depend upon basically your project, your reports, everything is there, right? So you can just work on that. If it's good, you will surely get a good grade.
Actually, he has exact data, because they have a application where data has been stored. A very good.
Okay. You
Always.
can just go ahead. You can go ahead, make a report perfect with the in line with the rubrics, and then we'll just able to evaluate it. Okay, then I'll just take some questions. I think some
Yeah,
students has raised the hands,
yeah,
and then I can just wind up the session.
yeah. Yes, sir. This is
Yeah,
Yogesh,
Yogesh.
and I'm working in a software company. So the BDM project focused on attrition rate analysis. Is that allowed to do here, sir? Can
Which
you
one
take
alteration? Right?
attrition rate analysis? Like,
Anything is fine. It is in line with your business problem.
yeah, it's a business problem. How to address a company can address the attrition problem based on the analysis that we are going to work.
Then it is fine.
Okay. Okay, sir. So basically, I'll actually I can take the data. I can collect the data from my business owners, like all the like past 1 year or past 6 month attrition data with the employees,
Correct.
reason and everything, and then I can go ahead with that, right?
Then you need to like basically you need to make it as a business problem. You
Mhm.
need to say like, hey, based on these employment, these employees basically replacement and leaving. This is the basically cost the company has to bear.
Yeah,
This is the basically training cost company has to bear every year. So
yeah,
if we have a proper like retention rate of basically employees, we are able to save this
yeah,
particular amount of money.
yeah. Correct. Yeah,
What?
correct.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so basically, it's not concerned. My doubt is it's not B2B or B2C. So I was just
It's
wondering.
basically you can write a company. Company, if it is a B2B company, you can write a B2B. It depends upon the company segments, what the company
Oh,
segment. Yeah, yeah.
okay, okay, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Hello, sir.
Prashant.
Yeah,
Prashant.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. Yeah.
Sir, I have contacted a dynamic construction management software company,
Mm-hmm.
and they had provided me with two problem statements. One
Mm-hmm.
is on-site issue during construction, and another is less productivity due to lack of human resource management.
Mm-hmm.
So, are these valid business problems?
No, first one is what you are telling for the first.
First one is on-site issue during construction.
Okay, fine. But you need to make it a business problem. That is fine. But how it is affecting to the business financially, right? That you need to find point it out.
Oh, sir, they were saying like this is a dynamic construction management software company, na? So
Mm-hmm.
on-site construction issues were mm, like they
That is
are.
fine. That is fine. I know I don't have any issues. And but you need to formulate a proper business problem, which shows like, okay, because of this problem, this business is affecting a lot financially.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So
Got
that's
it?
what happening. They were again and again reporting an uh, issue with that company, and they have to work on that issue again and again. But that problem will
Mhm.
only happen due to construction problems.
Correct. 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 Got it.
Okay, sir. And my other question is like the guy who is sharing the data with me is the manager of the India branch. This company has uh,
Mm-hmm.
is in US also and India also. But the guy
Mm-hmm.
who is sharing the data now, he
Mm-hmm.
is the manager for India. So
Mm-hmm. It is
uh,
fine. It's not an issue.
so for
So you,
originality, if I make a video with that guy, then it will be fine, sir.
but you
Like,
need to showcase like this is a concerned guy. You need to give his iCard, right?
okay,
Where
sir.
you can
Yeah,
showcase
I will
like
give
this is
his
the guy.
iCard. Okay. And on LinkedIn, his profile is there. We can confirm
Yeah,
from
you
there.
can share his detail and all the details in basically when you are sharing your metadata, this thing, metadata thing, right? Okay,
Okay.
and your proof of originality thing when you are just sharing just share all the details, whatever, justify like this is the only person who is just helping you to give a data, and he is a genuine company person.
Okay, sir. So these are the problems they quoted to me, but I can
Mm,
find and sit there, and then they also shared the data related to these problems for about
correct.
6 months. And
Hmm.
if I found some other problems, I can quote that in my proposal.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Prashant. Anup Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, in last term I have submitted my proposal, but in mid-sem it was
Mm-hmm.
rejected. Now I want to reset my portal. So how do I do? Means I want to submit my proposal, new proposal. Actually, I find out one business
Mm-hmm.
problem at my place
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of difficulties are coming from last year. They are not allowed to give me their data because of their insecurity. So one
Mm-hmm.
business,
You want to switch the
one
product, right?
medical.
Project, right?
I want to switch the project, and the
It is
problem with
fine. You can
mission is
just put
like
a
reset portal. Yes.
reset portal ticket. You can just raise a reset portal ticket.
Okay.
Justify what
And
exactly in
sir,
in that only you can justify what exactly the problem, why you want to switch. Then it will get approved.
okay, and one more, sir. I just contacted one business person. He has medical store just opened before 6 months. That is in April
Mm-hmm.
month.
Mm-hmm.
And I have contacted him to what type of problem are he's facing. So he's asking me
Mm-hmm.
like he is not selling the medicals. Means his selling is not properly, and he want to make selling. He want to increase their selling in their surroundings and compete with
Mm-hmm.
the others established medical stores.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is the can I start this? This is the right business problem, sir.
No, that is fine. Business problem is fine, but you have a data and everything in line with the business problem. That is
No,
the main thing.
he is giving last 6 months. He's ready to giving his last 6 month data. Means he just opened it in their medical in April month. So six
Mm-hmm.
month data is enough for analysis.
I'm not able to say that is what I told you the last time also. I'm not able because in 6 months data, like if it is a new shop and you are not getting any
Yes.
output from there, then it might be challenging for you. So you need to visualize that. That is what I told. The first thing is that to find out the business problem and visualize the data. Like if he is already ready to share you the data, just visualize the data. Got it?
Yes.
From there you'll get understanding.
Uh, okay. So
Okay? Yeah.
means this is sufficient business problem for us. I think means
No,
I have
that is
to
why I'm
take
telling you, you
suggestion
need
from
to
you.
visualize first. You need to visualize. This problem is fine, right? But you need to
Okay.
see like whether it is in line with the everything, and you have a sufficient data to address this business problem.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just take a next question from Parsuram. Yeah,
Hello.
Parsuram.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
actually, yeah, as I was explaining during that, sharing my screen. So after my proposal, when I check with the data, sir, so I have one difficulty on the one out of three problem. I have one real difficulty to achieve it, sir. Can I share my screen, sir,
Okay.
just to explain it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then we
yeah.
can.
Whatever.
I hope my screen is visible. Sir, I have pitched three problem. One is to ABC analysis and get the data
Mm-hmm.
standardization. And out of the data standard, initially I was thinking that there is a discrepancy between the vendors to vendor. Then I thought to build the fuzzy logic to match the appropriate items. So, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing based on the data, there is no need for fuzzy. But I can say because this is needed because ABC analysis he needed, so that I
Okay,
can, sir. And the
fine.
second one, sir, the profit margin improvement, where I was thinking, see, he initially told that he was purchasing an item which 100 rupees and next week 150 rupees. Some of the item of purchased in 100 rupees which was not sold, and he was selling this week. Maybe that dynamic rate of the current price may be up and down. So he is
Correct.
not aware about this actual pricing. So when I
Mm-hmm.
thought okay, there may be actual sales and purchase data, I can correlate
Mm-hmm.
based on the
Correct.
pre-cost analysis there. But when I see
Good.
the actual his data, as I you know I'm sharing the this one, he purchased on this date. We don't know what these items.
Mm-hmm.
And the second
Okay.
challenge is really the selling time. He even not even entering the data, as some of colleague was saying. They are just
Mm-hmm.
writing in the paper and then just getting the cash. There is no evidence about that particular price, item got sold or not.
Mm-hmm.
So they are not even they are entering the data when the people are asking for the bill. Otherwise, they are
Okay.
not even entering to anything about the sales, whether it is
Got
sold
it.
or not, what is the price. So with that one, I don't know whether actual price which he sold it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know any data about this particular problem, sir. There is a problem, but he don't have any data regarding to this one, sir.
So, regression, you can do the analysis. Regression based on a raw material, basically procurement. You can do a regression analysis of what, like previously I told, if you don't have a sales data, you can just take a data from purchase.
Yes,
He's
sir.
purchasing the commodity,
Yes,
and
sir.
based on the commodity purchase, you can do a regression analysis. Which commodity is purchasing, and there is if there is any correlation between the two commodities or not, and how much variations, right? How much
Yes, sir.
weightage is there? From
Yes, sir.
purchase, you can just do the regression analysis instead
Yes,
of
sir.
because you don't have this thing. And based on that,
Yes, sir.
right? Because based on that, like if you have a purchase data, right, and
Yes, sir. Yes,
commodity price, from there you can just make a profit margin thing.
okay, sir. I mean, I will work on it, sir, because I was actually was interested. He was also interested
Yeah.
how I can see actual profit because maybe he was buying 100 rupees. He was very keen about this
No, you got
particular.
my point, right? You got
Yes,
what
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
mean to say.
Yes, sir.
So from
Yes, sir.
purchase data, because
Yes,
he's
sir.
purchasing for some X rupees, right?
Yes,
But he
sir.
is selling for Y rupees. From a purchase, you can get a frequency plot for this
Yes, sir.
commodity, and
Yes,
you
sir.
need to find out like, okay, this is how. So from there, you can calculate the profit margin for this because you already know the selling price and you already know the purchasing price. From there, you can get a profit margin, and that profit margin how it is correlating with respect to basically your time, you can just easily able to find it out.
I understand, sir. But actually, the selling price, he don't have anywhere it's a record, sir. That is the only challenge for me, sir.
No, but suppose if he is selling some particular product, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he know exactly what the margin is for that product. What is the
Exactly, sir.
profit margin?
Yes,
From
sir.
there
Yes.
you can correlate. Like he,
Okay.
if it is something like he can't go beyond the MRP of some
Okay,
particular
sir.
product,
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So you know the MRP price, and you
Yes.
already know what exactly the purchase price of this product from the bills,
Okay, sir. Okay.
right? From there you can get a profit.
Okay. Then in that case, I will have one more call with him, sir. So to identify the actual, the ABC analysis based on that one, which I was
Correct,
really looking for that data, and then I can get the actual sales price, which currently he is doing it like that.
correct.
Okay, sir.
You can do
Okay,
it,
sir.
no problem.
So the credit cash flow management, sir, as I was sharing this, the ledger books. So
Uh-huh.
so can I insert? I
You can
cannot.
make a dashboard for him, na, for
Yes,
making
sir.
this.
That is what I'm thinking, sir. Because
Mhm.
I already started doing one of the Excel based one of the dashboards, sir, to make entry and that one to go for the
Mhm.
this thing. But
Mhm.
to say this actual report, sir, see, because we need to show what is a problem. Problem is very clear that this is a
Mhm.
problem, and
Mhm.
the data, which in terms of the data which I have to present in the report, can I put
Mhm.
it like this, screenshot or something, or how many customers he has like that statistic enough, sir?
Yeah, you
The,
can share these things, no
okay,
problem.
okay,
You
sir.
can share in the drive.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Good. I also enjoyed today's session because we have a lot of Parshuraman, Divya, and some other guys have shared their insights, right? So it will help you all as well, and it is interesting for me as well to listen the other side of the project, uh, right? So thanks a lot for you guys, those who have shared their experiences. And yeah, so we'll next meet next week and share some of the details and all, right? We'll just discuss about some other things. Okay, so have a good Sunday. Great Sunday.
Thank you,
Enjoy
sir. Thank
holiday.
you so much.
Okay, bye.
So thank you so much for your patience and very, very, very calmly you are listening and everything. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, no problem, Batra.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.